family actually lives here right now. They moved in September 2021, about a year and a half after Sarah Boone was arrested. This apartment stayed vacant all that entire time, and it wasn't until after they moved in when all of a sudden neighbors started approaching them saying, "Hey, do you know what happened here?" And he joked to me, he said, "What, did somebody die?" Actually, yes, that's exactly what happened. So I got a chance to go inside this apartment, look at it myself, compare it to the videos that we've been seeing online, that infamous now cell phone video that police have that shows George Torres suffocating inside of that suitcase while his girlfriend, Sarah Boone, was just taunting him, laughing, and actually seeing it firsthand, Ashley, is completely different. But kudos to the Garcia family. They're really braving it out. They are following this trial very closely now. They've been watching all the videos on TikTok. They're watching News Nation right now as we speak, and all this coverage, because now they are way closer to this case than they probably ever would have imagined.
I can imagine what it would have been like, and it's very kind of the Garcias to let us take a look. As you know, a crime reporting show, it's very important to try to get as close to the story as possible, so much appreciated. I want to just rerun some of the sound for any of our audience who, A, has seen it, it's incredible when you see it again, and B, for those who haven't seen it, what Sarah Boone is alleged to have done as she's holding the phone and videotaping her boyfriend Jorge zipped into the suitcase as he begs for his life. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, that's when you really took me. Sarah. Sarah.
It's really hard to hear him beg, and you can even hear his shortness of breath. It's just most horrific thing. It's just horrific to do that to somebody. She lives very close to me. I'm going to try to attend the trial live. Hey Dallas, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm okay. I'm starting to feel better finally. I feel like I turned a corner yesterday, and you know, Mercury retrograde's gone. Saturn retrograde's going to be gone pretty soon. New moon in Scorpio. Yes, I'm that foo-foo kind of girl that follows the stars, but yeah, I'm starting to feel better, and I hope you're feeling well, too. Nice to see you here. Thanks for stopping by.
Sarah, I can't believe it.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't believe it.
It's on you.
Sarah.
She's so drunk, too.
Real awesome. I want to give it for it extra. Because I got this. Sarah. Real awesome. Sarah. I can't believe it.
Oh. That's what I like to figure out is, I know we're looking at this so we can see inside the apartment, and I was trying to fix something when we were looking inside how it looks now. But hold on, let me find it. Where are the stairs? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where the frick are the stairs?
He joked to me, he said, "What, did somebody die?" Actually, yes, that's exactly what happened. So
okay,
I got a chance to go.
This must be the front door? Is this the front door? I don't know. The suitcase was right here, wasn't it? Yeah, so the suitcase was like, can you see when I'm nice? I don't know if you can see. I wish I had a pointer. But the suitcase was like right next to where the table would be, to the right of the table. There was no table, obviously.
Go inside this apartment, look at it myself, compare it to the videos that we've been seeing online.
So she must have had her suitcase was here, and it looked like she was filming kind of around here. But where the frick are the stairs? Isn't there an upstairs? The stairs must be to the right at the back that we never get to see.
Now, cell phone video that police have that shows George Torres suffocating inside of that suitcase while his girlfriend, Sarah Boone, was just taunting him, laughing, and actually seeing it firsthand, Ashley, is completely different. But kudos to the Garcia family. They're really braving it out. They are following the trial very closely now. They've been watching all the videos.
I would love to go there and interview them. I wonder if they would let me interview them. I can dream and I can hope. And maybe I can bring it to you.
TikTok, they're watching News Nation right now as we speak and all this coverage because now they are way closer to this case than they probably ever would have imagined.
I can imagine what it would have been like, and it's very kind of the Garcias to let us take a look. As you know, a crime reporting show, it's very important to try to get as close.
Okay. So that was a little look inside of the Sarah Boone home. Just kind of get an idea of what it looks like. I still would really like to know where the stairs are, but I mean, I guess I could like look at the apartment or the condo complex and get a layout. I'll probably do that. So we're almost 30 minutes into it, and I haven't started the police body cam footage yet. And I'm just wondering if I should make that a whole entire different live and just kind of like do Sarah Boone updates. Because the body cam footage is going to be 41 minutes, and I do want to stop and talk. Be a little over an hour long. I don't think that's too bad. I'm not really sure what people think. Like when I see lives, if they're really, I guess if they're under an hour and a half, I'm willing to go in and look at them. So I don't know. Let me see if I can see another look at Sarah Boone's house. I know you can't see what I'm doing. That's another thing. I can't tell if people prefer me to be in front of the camera or not being in front of the camera. Like, which do people prefer? Do you like to see the person that's talking, or do you not care? Let's just go in and look at the suitcase today. We'll go in and we'll look at the suitcase and see what's up. And I will tomorrow or the next day do the body cam footage. Because I really want to keep this to about 45 minutes today. Did I share this? I did. Okay. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would give this live a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. It's a free way to help my channel out. Also, if you could tell me, like, what are you interested in seeing? What cases are you interested in seeing? And in the cases, are you interested in the 911 calls? Are you interested in the body cam footage, the court cases, just everything? Are you interested in everything? What do you want to see? Because I want to bring to you what you guys want to see, because I enjoy doing most everything that I'm doing right now, so can't go wrong with that. Okay.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
It's Monday, February 24th. There's a crisis at the home of Sarah Boone, prompting her to call 911.
This is the police or medical. My boyfriend said that it's in the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
The fire department takes over the call, and for the next few minutes, officials are obtaining critical details about what happened.
Tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. And like kind of high speed kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, you hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Fire and rescue instruct Boone on how to give chest compressions.
Just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me.
keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, man, they're getting here as fast as they can, okay?
He's there. He's purple.
EMS arrived within minutes and advised Boone that her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, had been down too long and there was nothing more they could do. Boone explained she and Torres were drinking the night before and thought it would be funny if he got inside of a suitcase for a game of hide and seek. The next day, deputies returned and arrested Boone and charged her with second-degree murder in Torres' death.
I'm a little shocked that they didn't arrest her that day. Right? Why didn't they arrest her that day? I wonder.
Boone's story about a childhood game gone awry unraveled when investigators say they found video on her cell phone showing Boone taunting and laughing at Torres while he was struggling to get out of the suitcase. Police say he was yelling he couldn't breathe and asking Boone for help. According to police, Boone was captured on video saying, "That's what I feel like when you cheat on me." When confronted with the video, officers say she told them she didn't remember those
Which
moments.
is pretty ironic because she cheated on her ex-husband, Brian, with Jorge.
But to investigators, those moments add up to motive for second-degree murder.
Oh, they probably didn't arrest her that day because they hadn't yet got that footage. They hadn't gotten it off her phone yet.
It's really a bizarre case, a lot of strange circumstances, but it's for real, and that video does exist. We're going to take a look at it in just a moment. Well, let's bring in our special guest joining us to talk about the case. Mark Eiglarz, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, and you can check out Mark and his law firm at speaktomark.com. That's Mark with a K. All right, Mark, there's a lot of bizarre parts of this. Let's watch the video together. We're going to show a piece of that video just to give folks an idea of what investigators looked at before they came to these charges, and then let's talk some more about it. Let's take a look.
Oh, good. This probably will answer my questions. Why wasn't she around? I'm hungry, you guys. Have you ever been hungry during a live and you're like, I just want to eat? That's all I want to do right now.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
That's my name. Wear it out.
I can't breathe. Yeah, that's when you do it. Choke me.
All right, and the video goes on much longer. We're just going to show a piece of it here, but that's what you do when you choke me, when he's talking about he can't breathe, and then later on she talks about that's what happens when you cheat on me. First of all, your reaction to this entire situation where he's in a suitcase, she's recording, and they're having this conversation.
I'm going to be completely honest with you and say something I've never said in hundreds of TV appearances. I swear to you, I hope you canceled me so I wouldn't have to relive what that guy went through in a suitcase. I thought I had covered all the worst ways to die. Well, I can't imagine what these jurors are going to think of that woman.
I thought about that. Can you imagine laying there? How long did it take? Because she put it in at 11-ish, and she didn't call 911 until 1 or 12 or 1 the next day. So
Did not assist him getting out of that suitcase when he said he couldn't breathe. This is hard to watch.
So I'm going to go to get in the suitcase, though. I mean, I don't think she forces him in there. I mean,
She doesn't.
he's got to voluntarily. So how does that? How does that
You know what it kind of reminds me
charges,
of?
mental state?
I can't remember this woman, but she's in jail now, or prison now, but she tricked her husband into playing a game where he blindfolded him, and I think she handcuffed him too, and said they were going to do different touches or something like that, or feed him food or something like that. I don't know, but then she stabbed him, and then said she called 911, but she didn't call 911, and then she put him in the car and she drove him all around, and finally he jumped out of the car and got help. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I can't remember the name of that case.
Ability, if he voluntarily gets into that suitcase, and I guess she's got to zip it because you got to zip it from the outside.
That's why she's only charged with second degree as opposed to first degree murder. What they have to show here in Florida is that she had a depraved, so it wasn't intentional, but it was reckless. It was a reckless disregard of human life or property. In other words, she didn't know for sure.
Hold on, guys. Hold on a minute. I lost something. There it is. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I did. I made that into a whole new screen, so I gotta find it for her. I'm sorry. Okay. I created a whole new screen for it, and I couldn't flip back and forth, so. The things I do.
Thank you for calling Tell Me.
So I want to go to get in the suitcase, though. I mean, I don't think she forces him in there. I mean,
She doesn't.
he's got to voluntarily. So how does that impact charges, mental state, culpability? If he voluntarily gets into that suitcase, and I guess she's got to zip it because you got to zip it from the outside.
That's why she's only charged with second degree as opposed to first degree murder. What they have to show here in Florida is that she had a depraved, so it wasn't intentional, but it was reckless.
Yeah, so she is just doing second degree murder. I think the second has to happen because he's sitting there begging her to let him out. So she is responsible. Although in her interrogation, she's not intentional. Not intentional. It was not intentional. Not intentional. Not intentional.
It was a reckless disregard of human life or property. In other words, she didn't know for sure he was going to die, but she didn't really care, is what they're going to argue.
Now, I listened to her voice. In her statement, she said they had been drinking. I mean, she sounds absolutely like she's been drinking, but I don't know if that's how she said. Does that at all become an issue for either?
They released Jorge's autopsy because I'm wondering how drunk he was.
Besides, does it help prosecutors? Does it help the defense? Does it tell the jury anything if, in fact, she's under the influence at the time all this is happening?
I think it helps the defense. It helped me as I'm analyzing the case, thinking that she's not a complete monster, that at least the alcohol helped explain, at least mitigate, why she would ignore his passionate cries that he couldn't breathe, and also what might explain why she ultimately fell asleep and didn't rectify this. Now, that doesn't negate her guilt. It certainly mitigates it. And ultimately, I think that and other factors may lead to the state reducing the charge even further, maybe to manslaughter and giving her some extraordinary outcome, which includes prison time, but nothing like the life that she's facing.
Yeah, she's not going to get life, but if she would only let herself go to trial, she could start this, although she'll probably get time served. But she's 100% going to go that route, and she's also looking for some experts. They had, just before the sixth lawyer left, they were asking for a specific expert, and so they have to go back to trial for that because the next lawyer might not want the expert. So she really is shooting herself in the foot. She also said, the sixth lawyer said something really interesting, that she's not going to be happy with any lawyer, so she might as well just represent herself. And isn't the saying that if you represent yourself, you have a fool for, I hate these things, a fool for a lawyer, or yeah, a fool for a, I don't know, a fool for, I want to say customer, but that's not what you are. Client, a fool for a client. Sorry, my brain bleed was acting up right there. I had a brain bleed and I forget words, like very common words. So, anyway, thank you all for being here. We're gonna watch the body cam tomorrow or the next day, because we're at 45 minutes now, and I don't want this. I don't want my lives to go too long anymore for now. Anyway, my name is Amy Williamson, and this is Parawoman Radio. Thank you for being here. We're going to be covering the whole Sarah Boone case. We're getting caught up. We're going to be start going to her court cases and maybe try to get some interviews from people that knew her, or maybe even her. I don't know. I've said it publicly that I don't like her, so I'm not sure if she'd want me to interview her. But anyway, that's my plans. I really am so happy that you guys are here. If you could give this live a thumbs up. If you consider subscribing, please do so. And if you do, please ring the bell. And I'll see you next time. Thank you guys. Bye.
All is right. And I don't think he really wanted to see his parents, because even now he doesn't tell them what happened.
No.